So what
Because even there was like immense pressure on you to walk back your N-word take, which was really kind of mild. You basically said like
mild take.
Yeah, you said like privately in the context of a joke, you would consider it acceptable, right? Is
basically the original take was basically, I think you can joke about anything. Everybody should be able to joke about anything they want to.
Right.
But publicly, you have to be aware of who your audience is. When I talked about earlier, like using certain words, right? So there are jokes that I would say privately that I probably wouldn't share publicly because I just don't think it's appropriate on my platform. And then that basically turned into like, would you say the N-word privately? And I was like, I don't know. Maybe with the right joke, sure, or whatever.
Right.
And then that basically turned into like Destiny turns to straight up and screams the N-word. And he goes down a whole list of black friends. He's an N-word. He's an N-word. That's like basically what it turned into. And that whole conversation just became that, which was ultra ironic too, because like Hassan was one of the people that tried to ambush me a few times on that. Meanwhile, he like listens to things like Chapo Trap House and Come Town that are like these incredibly edgy, like they use the N-word, like hard R and everything and shit. But yeah, no, that was my position on that.
Right. I seen like one stream where you were arguing, I forget which like police killing a black man scenario it was, but you were basically like arguing the details of this case with somebody in extreme depth. And it was like, it just stood out to me so much. It was like, holy shit, this is a conversation I could never have, because you had clearly gone so out of your way to educate yourself about the actual details of this case so that you could kind of go out of your way to debunk, activists who are painting a different picture of it. And with me, a lot of it would just be the optics of like, why the fuck would you know so much about this just to explain how it didn't happen the way that certain people are saying that it happened, Like sometimes does that feel a little bit like a weird role to find yourself in, where you're like sort of studying cases like that just to be able to...
a little bit, but like you have to be able to do it because like there's a lot of these prescriptions, a lot of these movements are coming out of these obsessions with these cases that are not good. Like the Michael Brown shit was not good. The whole rioting shit in Kenosha over the Jacob Blake shit, like that, like the cops were super justified there. You get into all these different shootings where like people are misrepresenting the facts, they're misreporting the cases, they're just totally fucking wrong on shit they say. Even in cases where the case is bad, right? Breonna Taylor should not be dead. The cops fucked up in a lot of, and we're finding out more and more that they fucked up even more. That apparently they fabricated shit to do the no-knock shit. That's really bad. Breonna Taylor did not die sleeping in bed though. Cops did not walk into the room and execute her while she was fucking sleeping. That's a lie. Why the fuck would you lie about something when the case is already bad enough?
Right.
Because what happens is when you lie about little things like that, and we know this in all of our life, if somebody tells you a lie, you never trust that person the same again.
Exactly. And there's so many lies you're kind of like expected to go along with if you want to ride the party lines in terms of being a progressive.
And then you lose the other side will look at you like you're fucking lying. It's the same thing with that red pill shit.
Right.
People will say things like women love you for who you are. A woman would never think of you more or less if you had, money or not. Bullshit. Why the fuck would you say some retarded shit like that? Nobody's listening to you now. Like everybody's walked away,
Right.
So like, yeah, that's always the issue is I try to be really truthful because when you start lying or you just, like for the narrative, you've moved into preacher mode and now nobody on the other side is going to listen to you because they know you're full of shit.
And you're really opening the door for people like the red pill community to like give the counter narrative.
All right, people, we just hit 300,000 subscribers. We're trying to hit 400,000 subscribers. So that little red button, tap it, tap in. Appreciate y'all.